Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla and today I'm going to talk about concealers. So I have tried so many different concealers throughout the years. Some things I'll try out from, recommendations by YouTubers. Some things I have received in like my beauty subscriptions that I try out. And then other things, just things that I've just gone out, seen in the store or seen online and just tried out myself just to test it. First thing I want to talk about is the Smashbox. This is the High Definition Concealer. It is oil free and I'm in the shade Light. With this one, it was kind of hard for me to find a proper shade just to match my skin tone. I mean, especially depending on like the time of year, if I was going to be out in the sun or, if it was like winter time and I was really pale. Like sometimes it would match okay and sometimes it just wouldn't. So like I said, it just kind of depends on the time of year. I mean, it is high definition. It did have great coverage. I've been using this for years and this was before I got into really using like a setting powder so much. Like I would put like my mineral powder on like my whole face, but never using like the baking method. So I kind of got away from this after a certain point just because I've been trying other things out. But I do want to pick this up again and try it with like a setting powder and see if there's a difference versus when I was using it like a couple years ago versus now. So it is a good product. I do recommend it if you're looking for great coverage and high definition, especially if you're going to be taking a lot of photos, things like that. And then the next one is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I am in the shade, let's see, it goes by numbers and letters. So my shade is the NC30. So this one, it truly is long wearing, literally. And it is great coverage. It lasts a long time. I would recommend using a setting powder. Otherwise, it is going to crease on you. But again, it's great coverage. Just really good if you're, going to be wearing makeup all day. It's going to last all day. And then, let's see. So, oh my gosh. I don't even remember like where I got this from. But maybe it was Ulta? I don't know. So, the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Concealer. I am in the shade Beige 6. This did not crease on me. Yeah, that's really, really good coverage. Let me put a little bit more on there. But this is really good. It did last me all day. I mean, I've mentioned in videos before I work a full-time job. So, I mean, I'm wearing makeup like more than 10 hours a day for sure. You could use this without like baking it. I didn't experience too much creasing, just doing like a sweep of, powder or whatever you use. But I still will kind of bake it a little bit just to make it last even longer, just in case. This one is by Cosmetics. It's Michelle Phan's line. So I was super excited to try this out. I bought this maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I was so excited for her to have her own makeup line. I went crazy buying a ton of her products. I ended up being really disappointed because the coverage wasn't great. It did not last long. It was just, I didn't care for it. At this point, I've had it for so long, it's like, I need to just toss it. It just felt like too oily, like too greasy. I felt like I wanted to wash my face immediately after putting this on. And, I feel like I'm not disrespecting her in any way, of course. I still think she's amazing. I just wish this would have come out better and met my expectations. So, yeah, I I'm sorry, Michelle, I need to toss this. And then also with M Cosmetics, I also got the Shade Play Concealer Color Mixing Palette. This was actually a really cool concept. I can see like where she was going with this. So when you open it up, there's a pretty good mirror on there actually, but it comes with this mini brush, and there's 6 different shades on here. Also this little like kind of indent where you can mix the different concealers to get your proper shade. So it can come in handy just having it throughout the year. I mean, you know, as I mentioned, you know, I mean, during the summertime, if you're out in the sun a lot, you're gonna get way darker versus, you know, winter time when it's just not as bright. So this is a cool concept just to be able to have something year-round that you can play around with. It just kind of same thing. I just didn't like the formula of this one either. I felt like it could have been made a little bit better. And then there's also one it's kind of shimmery, and I was really confused. I was like, okay, concealers aren't supposed to be shimmery like that. Like, I mean, I don't want a shimmer in my concealer. But let's see here. So it's like got like a shine to it. I did not like it as a concealer. I didn't even try it as a concealer because I knew it was not going to work out. But I have used it as an eyeshadow. And that actually works out okay. But that alone is not worth buying this whole palette just for that. So I'm going to have to say this was a flop. Her line in general, there were definitely some hits and misses. I mean, this was when it hadn't, I don't know exactly how long it had been out for, but I don't think it was quite a year at that point. I don't know. I don't remember. So maybe her products have improved since then. I might have to just try it out again and, you know, just kind of see how that is. The next concealer I want to talk about is the, oops, the It Cosmetics. It's the Bye Bye Under Eye. I love this. I got this in an Ipsy bag months ago, and oh my gosh, it is so great. They sent me the neutral medium shade, and it actually worked out perfectly. This is full coverage, it's anti-aging, it's waterproof, and it also has hydrocollagen, vitamins C and K. If you have bags under your eyes, if you have dark circles, if you have both, I would recommend this for that. It is so good for covering up dark circles. Again, you know, it's full coverage. I really, really like this, and this is definitely one that I'll be repurchasing in the future. And then the next one that I have, this I mentioned in my Ride or Die. This I mentioned in when I did like my full face tutorial with my eyebrows. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I love this. This has become my all-time favorite. For years, I just didn't want to go out of my comfort zone. That Smashbox concealer that I had mentioned, it was my favorite. That was my go-to. I mean, anytime I ran out, I would always go back to it, and I was kind of scared of trying something different because that was what had worked for me. But at the same time, you know, because I was scared to go out of my comfort zone, I didn't realize there were so many great things out there besides that. Again, it's weightless, it's full coverage, it's long wearing, and it's also light diffusing, which I never paid attention to until I sat down tonight and I was going over my notes about, like, you know, what I had to say about each product that I'm presenting. But it makes sense just based off how it looks when you put it on. But this is just, I feel like it's enhancing my natural skin tone. It covers up so great any veins that you may have, little veins, you know, showing. I'll even put like a little bit on my eyelids before I put on my eyeshadow, and it's such great coverage. I love it. I'll definitely be repurchasing this again. So that is all that I have to present on what I've tried so far. A couple of things that I also have but I haven't tried out yet. I received these in I think maybe Ipsy and Birchbox, I don't remember, but I got the Hey Honey Trick and Treat series. This is Active Propolis Cream Concealer with treatment benefits, and it says normal to dry. I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. And then I also received the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer. I haven't reached for this yet. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's the packaging, but I mean, I have been using the Urban Decay concealer all summer, and I've just, I loved it so much when I first tried it that I just have not touched any of my other concealers since I picked up my Urban Decay one. So I need to try out other stuff. I don't want to become trapped in my comfort zone again. If you have any concealer recommendations, please, let me know in the comments below what you've been trying, what you've liked, if you agree with anything I've said in my own video. So yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Mwah. Bye.